Hey guys, what's going on? So today is the day before the Demolition Derby. We got a long day ahead of us already right now. You guys can see the car's loaded up on the trailer and everything. The car is not the concern. We got to go down to Brookfield and record that Demolition Derby today. You guys will see this all after Brookfield and then before Boonville. Because Boonville's tomorrow. So it's going to be a crazy weekend. Should be filled with fun. This car, I'm not sure how it's going to do. My confidence is not very high in this car, but I just have to have good confidence in my driving skills. This is my first time in the seat this year, obviously, so we're going to be a little wobbly at first, but we'll see. We'll see if I just get right back into it. I've done some things to this car in the back that I'm not exactly proud of. I think I've weakened the back end a lot. My bad. It is what it is. We're just going to have to see what it does. Luckily, from about there on is fine. From there back, ain't so fine. But we'll find out. We're gonna find out. So, let's go ahead and talk about it. I'll just start addressing that now, I guess. So, I want to go pre-bend this car a little bit, because, you know, we like to pre-bend it. And you guys can see, I got it to kick up a little bit. The frame rails weren't really working with me, because I cut in the most beefy part of the frame rail, apparently. And you guys can see, there is a uphill kink to that frame now. And this side I had to cut a little bit further down the frame. You guys can see where I made that cut, and I made a similar cut on the other side, and it started to go up, and I said good, that's fine. And I think it even might have kicked back here or something as well, because it looks like the whole frame rail started to go upwards, right? So, and there's a crease now right through here that wasn't there before, and that's on both sides. That was created by my straps. It could be because of the straps that that crease ended up being there now, but I'm not sure about that. So the bumper started to come up, and I said good. We did this side first. We walked over to this side, and this side also was a little bit too heavily reinforced, so I started cutting it, and boys, I cut a little too far. Boys, I cut a little bit too far, because when I went to go push it up, it ripped the frame. It ripped the frame, and that frame is just barely, you guys can see there's even a crack right there. The only spot that's holding that frame is that little bitty bit. You guys can see that silvery line right here. Let's see if I can get my finger in there. Right there, that's a crack. That's a crack. That's that. It's just about to come apart. So I essentially cut the frame into two. Not smart, not smart. It is what it is. But the good news is this side's still somewhat solid, and hopefully that upwards force just initially will start to push this back in. I mean, I don't think this rear frame is going to fall apart on us, but I do think that or at least this rear frame's going to fall off the car, I should say. It shouldn't, but it is going to be rather weak up until this point. But what my hope is, on both sides, it will start to go up with the frame. That is just going to collapse right in, I don't know. And the frame rail, where it sits right here, will start to kick up, and that's when it will start to push in. Hopefully it just pushes straight in, but we'll see. We'll see. But either way, we're going to use it up. I mean, that is what it is. I have seen these Impalas go naturally up, and with it being already kicked, hopefully that stress on that frame already starting to go up will make it go up, or at least straight in, like I said. But even if that frame does kick straight down, that rips off and that kicks straight down, it should not get us buried in the mud too bad, and there'll still be a decent amount of structure left to the back of this car. So I ain't terribly worried about it, but it kind of sucks. You guys can see we got the cop car theme finished up on this thing. Looking pretty decent. The shield on this side looks better than the passenger side, but I was going to put more on it, but honestly, I couldn't think of anything good. And so I said I'd rather leave it blank than put something stupid on there. We got the Derby Dog. Follow me at Derby Dog 02 with the YouTube logo. Over here we got the hood chain down, and that's just to keep it down when we're driving. I do got floor mats in here because it's supposed to rain all morning tomorrow morning, and even into part of the almost afternoon, so fingers crossed it stops early. But That's why we don't have the roof sign on it yet, because we have to have that roof sign on. Hopefully we'll get it on, depending on what time we get there and how crazy everything is. We do have to strap the doors shut still, but we'll get that all done when we're there. Got the roof sign sitting right there, and the battery is currently on a charge, pulsing. Got the pulse charger on it there. I don't know why I decided to run this tire. I might even consider changing it while we're at the Derby, because I do have a better tire over there. It would take 2 seconds to change out this tire, so we'll see if I end up changing it. I don't know. It'll just be if I have time, because I really prefer traction. So, because it might be very muddy, so, and we might have to dodge some hits, especially if there's some big hits going on. We'll have to see. But we have plenty of traction off the other side. That's my custom tread tire. I probably should have done some custom treading on this. I don't know why I just decided to go with this, because usually Boonville's a relatively dry track, but at the end of the day, I still should have went with something a little bit better. And I found this tire this morning. This one I found a few days ago, and I just threw it on there and like an idiot. But anyway, stay tuned. We got some Derby action coming up today at Brookfield. We got a lot of Derby action coming up tomorrow at Boonville, so stay tuned. We'll have to see how the Impala does. And by the time you guys are seeing this, like I said, the Derby's already over, so fingers crossed. Here's to having some good luck on our side. So stay tuned. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. And bye-bye, everybody.